Okay, what I'm going to do is a video today on cleaning my heat pump for the winter. As you see, I've already removed the covers, disassembled them so we can get full access to the coils. You can tell it's covered in cottonwood. You know, it should be nice clean fins like this, but then in here you can see it's loaded with cottonwood. So not only do you really need to clean them for the summertime, for air conditioning, you need to re-clean them again for the winter time. So what I'm going to do is show you a little trick for Trane, American Standard, some carriers, older carriers with the spine fin coils, on how to make it easier to clean these units. Because if you try and just use coil cleaner and wash it, that stuff just sticks in there. It just grabs onto it. It's too hard to clean. So what I'm going to do is, using a settling torch, we're just going to kind of lightly burn the cottonwood, and then you could just hose it down and it comes nice and clean. So let me pause this camera for a moment and we'll get the torch lit. Okay, so we've got the torch running. We're just going to slightly burn it off. Now if you do this with a customer around, you got to warn them, because they're going to see this smoke coming off this thing and they're going to think you're lighting their unit on fire. So, but when you go to hose this thing down, all that crispy cottonwood will just come flowing right out of there without a problem. Now you don't want to get it too hot, obviously, because those are really light aluminum fins. You'll just burn them right up. And you want to get in there and just burn it. If the air conditioner is really covered badly with cottonwood, watch it, because it can light up on you. You know, the whole thing will kind of light up, just like burning a pile of cottonwood on the ground. Keep the camera straight here. Alright, so I'm going to keep doing this. You don't have to watch a whole video of the whole air conditioner. And we'll start up later. Pause it again. Okay, a little continuation. We've been torching down upper and lower part of the coil here. You can see where I haven't done it. So it's coming pretty clean, and then when you hose it down, it'll even be better. We'll just keep on getting all that nice and crispy in there. And we'll of course go around the entire air conditioner, and then we'll hose her down to wash all that dirt now out of there. Now it becomes dirt instead of a sticky substance that hangs on to those little spine fins. Again, you want to be real careful not to melt anything. Of course, when you get around to the side where there's wiring and all that, you don't want to melt any of the wiring in there. Okay, we have finished torching all the cottonwood off this heat pump. This is a Trane 2-stage heat pump. I have to clean all the cobwebs and cottonwood out of the electrical compartment too. It's even easy to get back there. Just reach around with your torch and cook it out. Now we'll get a hose and hose it down. We'll show you what everything looks like. Alright, so we'll turn the hose on. You could hose it from the inside out, but since it's all burnt, you could hose it from the outside in too, because it's not going to stick to anything. So normally when you clean it, you want to hose from the inside out to push that cottonwood back out. But since it's all burnt, it's not going to stick. So now that we've hosed it, see the coil here after it's burnt and hosed down, and we'll come on this side and you can see all the debris still in there. Of course, if we hose it, see the debris is gone. So not much to it. Makes it a lot easier to clean these things, and they come a lot cleaner. No chemicals, nothing. I'll finish washing this and take up from there. Okay, my friends, we got it all washed out. It's all nice and clean. Nice and clean on the inside. You know, see the dirt didn't just wash through and stick on the inside. It's just dirt now. It just washes away. Kind of like fireplace ash. There's nothing to it. No consistency. But another reason you want to check heat pumps. Of course, in the right before air conditioning season, because they're an air conditioner, but during heating season, you know, we really need our heat. So as I'm checking my own heat pump here, I'm noticing I have very loose connection on some of the spade clips, alright, which is not a good thing. And on my star capacitor, look at this. This is how loose this spade clip is. Now, I haven't had any problems. It's been starting and running, but that is not a good thing. So if I didn't catch this now for heating season, you know this thing would have failed. And I would have had to use my gas furnace in place when I could have been using the more efficient heat pump. So we're going to have to correct that. This one's all rusty looking, but it's nice and solid. Alright, but this one, look at that. Just slides right on and off. Not a good thing. So, everyone, during your starting checks, make sure you check all electrical connections. Make sure everything is good and solid, so your customers have good, dependable heating and cooling. Doesn't seem like much, but just grab the wires, make sure that they're all good and tight. Replace the clips if they're not. Got a lot of amperage going through there. They heat up, and you know, heat expands, and all of a sudden you get poor connections on everything. Then they have problems, and they're mad at you for it. Alright, so we're going to put this back together, get her started up, and put the rest of our stuff back together. Alright, as long as I'm at it, I'm going to check our microfarads. We're going to make sure, it's not focusing in quite right, but we're going to check. We are, let's see what we're running, 78.8. And this actually says 80 microfarads. So maybe there it is. Maybe I'll actually update this. It's right there. It's close enough to where it really shouldn't be a problem. But, heck, why not? And then, of course, we have our star capacitor, which that is 135 to 162. So let's check that. That's really rusty looking, so I'm going to change this one anyways, just because it's so nasty looking. But let's see what we can get out of it. Hang on. Get some better connections here. $140, 141. So we're actually still within limits, but that's some pretty rusted clips, they're just going to break off on me over the winter. So I'm not even going to risk it. I wouldn't risk it for a customer either. Be recommending a new one. Alright. Okay, got my spade clips out. Changed them. They're all good and solid. Checked every other electrical connection. Tightened up anything that looked to be loose. Unplug, replug all connections just to make sure that they have good connections. Alright, so now we're ready to put it back together. Alright guys, just a little thing to keep your eyes out for on air conditioners. You can see on the back of this corner post these little spots there and there. Of course, if we look at the copper, you can see little rub marks there and there. That will eventually rub through and create a leak. You don't want things touching or rubbing. Copper is very soft. It'll rub right through. So anywhere you see any signs of rubbing, just bend in your coil or do whatever adjustments are necessary to keep things from rubbing together. Another thing, if you guys have never removed or taken off the coils or the covers on these units before, they're a pain to figure out how to do it, but they just got these little channels and they slide up. Now in the bottom, you got these 3 little holes here. So you want to, on the unit, they got these little clips in here. Can't hardly see that there, but that clip clips inside of here. So you take your screwdriver, push it, kind of bend it out. And once you start getting it up, it slides right up and out of there. So it's not too bad. And then of course, slide it back down in. Get inside the channel and she drops down in there. There she goes. Alright, so we have our 3 sides on, finished putting the top and everything back together. Alright, we have our unit all put back together. She's running. Checking our voltage, amperage. You guys have seen plenty of videos on all that. I'm not even going to check the charge. I don't need to hook up the gauges, I'm sure. I don't have any leaks. Ran great during air conditioning. Hook up the gauges, you're just going to lose a little bit of freon every time. So, no need to do that unless you think there's an issue. Of course, in my own home, it doesn't really matter. Alright, this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.